The courage to preach comes from preaching, from witnessing people who have had the courage to preach, and just grateful to God for people all around the world who have had the courage to speak the truth. And for me, good preaching is simply truthful speak. Good preaching is truthful speak. It's not entertaining, it's just truthful speak. And God is faithful, raising up people who are convicted by truth and are willing to speak truth, and God gives them a vocabulary to paint truth for people to hear. And it's the truth tellers who end up being the hinges around which God swings the door of history. The truth tellers. And so I'm grateful for the truth tellers that I've been able to listen to and witness. And that truth I've experienced sitting in a congregation, listening to truth about my life, truth about the world, that does bring liberation and freedom. And I can't, the pastor who's going to risk telling truth, I'm convinced will have to be a prayerful pastor. I'm not sure where one gets the strength to proclaim truth outside of being extremely dedicated to prayer. That is where one will be encouraged and sustained and nourished and inspired and provoked to get off one's knees and to say what one has heard in the silence of a moment with God from a pulpit. Good preaching is truthful preaching. Speak the truth in love. What do I understand by that? Certainly not the tone of voice. Speak the truth with the aim that love will come from it. And what love? Not just love of self, not just love between individuals and God. Love for this world as God has a love for this world. So speak the truth so that your congregation can fall in love. Speak the truth in love, hoping that love will come from the truth. Now that truth may hurt, but we don't speak it to hurt. We speak it so that love for this world can grow. Love for God, love for neighbor, love for creation can grow. But it may be very, very hurtful. And so I think one of the most important tasks of a preacher, you've got to love your congregation. Love them so they know they're loved. And love them so much that you're willing to tell them the truth. And if you do love them, they will give you space to speak the hard truth to them. But if there's a sense of resentment towards your congregation, they will hear very little truth from you. Very little truth. And so I think one of the prayers as a preacher, I need to pray, Lord, help me to fall in love with my congregation. Help me to fall in love with my congregation.